In support of the marriage of the Prime Minister Xavier Bettel, many Hastings residents seem to agree that all should have equal marriage rights.
It should be left to the individual country. I mean, I myself, I believe that each to their own. I don't quite agree with it, but each to their own, do you know what I mean? I'm no one to judge.
I think it should be all over the EU so that there isn't any prejudice in different countries and everything like that. So yes, all over.
I think it should be widespread everywhere. At the end of the day, everyone has the same rights as everyone else, so why should they be limited?
I spoke with LGBT rights activist Harry Hosker to see what his opinion was on how things were changing.
I think gay rights have improved a lot over the recent years, especially in the UK. Like, everything's become a lot more equal, but I think there's still a long way to go to lose stigma, and so everyone's treated equally. Like, the law's there, but then I think certain social aspects still need to improve. Well, from my point of view, I obviously think it should be, because I think everyone should be treated equal and everyone should have the same opportunities, but at the same time, I don't think it's fair for one country with one set of ideals to be like, this is how every other country should live. So I think it should, but I don't know if it should just be imposed across everywhere. I think it should kind of be, maybe there should be more LGBT rights, but not necessarily the same rights for everyone. Even though I'd want that, I think it's hard to just give it to people.
Having a major political figure in the EU marry his same-sex partner is a big step in the acceptance of LGBT rights in the public eye. Although LGBT rights have definitely improved over the past couple of years, we still have a long way to go, with only 15 countries in Europe having legalized same-sex marriage so far. It seems as if only time will allow full equality for all, no matter what flag you stand under. This has been Grace McDonald with Brighton Broadcaster News.
I think it'd be beneficial. I don't think what I'm doing now is bad. It's just what I want to do, but maybe after doing something in the army and going to do a new career, it might help me more. It might probably, give me a better salary or better lifestyle.
Basically, it will affect it because if I got out of education, then go into the military, then if I was to go back afterwards, I wouldn't want to do it. I would want to get a job and start my life.
I think it would affect it quite significantly, because it would change my aspect of what I want to do, because I've been in the military for however many years.
Joining the military, obviously you're serving your country kind of thing, so you wouldn't actually necessarily have the aspect of hanging out with friends, going to do stuff like bowling and just hanging out in general kind of thing.
It would suck. Yeah, it's a pretty terrible thing to have to happen.
I think it'd make me much more organised, much more independent, having to be up at certain times, making sure I'd also be much more physically fit than I am now, because I'm very lazy, whereas if I was forced to go out and serve, it'd also make me a bit more patriotic, having to fight for the country and things like that.
I'm Susmita, I'm from Nepal, and yeah, I live near the Kathmandu Valley. My family lives near Kathmandu, so many buildings just collapsed near it, and fortunately my house is okay, but we are having aftershock, so my family cannot go back in the house, so they are living on open ground, and food is the problem, and water and everything. It's been more than 48 hours and they are still living in open ground because we are still getting aftershock, and though it's small now, people still fear to go inside.
As playgrounds are slowly becoming scarce of children, members of the community are concerned with what the new generation of children are turning into. Fears for the young people go beyond just health issues, but also in their social and life skills.
The parade following the release of Jack is the central event of the festival. The main procession takes place on the Maybank holiday Monday through the streets of Hastings Old Town, starting at the Fisherman's Museum. The Jack is accompanied by Mad Jack's Morris, the Green Bogies, dancers, giants, musicians, and various others.
We really enjoyed it, yeah. Something very quintessentially British about it. Mad dogs and Englishmen.
Yeah, we come every year and it's always amazing.
Yeah, it's a unique parade celebrating the coming of the summer.
The climax of the procession ends on the West Hill, where Jack is slayed and the spirit of summer is released. Here at Westhill is where the Grand Parade comes to an end. Although the parade's over, the celebration is just beginning. This hill will soon be full of family and friends enjoying live music and food trucks. It's a perfect place to enjoy a green bank holiday. Grace McDonald, Brighton Broadcaster News.
The recent earthquakes in Nepal have caused a huge humanitarian crisis. Towns have been destroyed and families are left overwhelmed, hungry, and homeless. The scale of the tragedy has led local people around Hastings to see what they could do to help out. Local fighting gyms, their families, and friends decided to use their skills to raise money for Nepalese families. Our reporter Ayani Hughes went out to Alexandra Park to find out more.